Hi, my name is Robert Shelley with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists social media influencers with management contract issues. Today, I'm going to talk about what is the purpose of an influencer management contract. So, the purpose of any contract is so that both parties can understand their duties and responsibilities when interacting with each other. And so, an influencer management contract is a contract between an agency, a manager, a marketing company, someone that's going to oversee the career of the influencer, bring them sponsorship opportunities, negotiate the price associated with that opportunity, and then facilitate the contracts between the influencer and those sponsors. Now, the management contract is going to be between the influencer and the manager. So it's important that all of the terms of the relationship are laid out in that influencer management contract. So the most important terms in any contract, but same with an influencer management contract, are the term, meaning how long does the contract last? For the most part, most influencer management contracts are at least start somewhere between 3 to 5 years. Now, that doesn't mean if the influencer is unhappy with the manager that they cannot leave for the following reason. There will also be a section called termination. And then in that section, it will kind of go over the ways that the contract can be terminated. Almost every contract will have what's called without cause termination, meaning either party can terminate the contract at any time for any reason with a certain amount of notice to the other party. If you're signing an influencer management contract with an agency or a manager, you absolutely want to have without cause termination in the agreement. While it would be very unlikely it wouldn't be in there, but if it was absent from the contract, you could be in a horrible relationship with the manager, have no ability to terminate it if they're not in breach of contract, and essentially you're stuck with someone you don't want to be with for it could be years. So absolutely have to make certain without cause termination is in the agreement. Obviously, there will also be a section about compensation. So how much is the manager or agency going to get paid by the influencer? For the most part, it's based upon a percentage of the commission, meaning whatever the sponsorship deal is with the influencer, the agent / manager is going to get a percentage of that. 20 is kind of the industry standard, 20%. Certainly could be less or more, but around 20% of whatever you make as an influencer is going to likely go to your agency or manager. Now, certainly that can be negotiated, but that's a standard amount. What also needs to be in there is what happens after the contract ends. So every manager or agency is going to put a clause into an influencer management agreement that states even if the relationship terminates, they are still going to receive a percentage of any of the deals they brought to the influencer for a set period of time. Usually that's 1 year. So let's say your management company brought you a deal with a skincare line, and then the influencer terminates the contract with the manager, but the skincare company wants to continue the relationship with the influencer. Well, the influencer is still going to have to pay 20% to their old manager for a year. Managers do this because what they don't want to do is bring a deal to an influencer, the influencer terminate the agreement, take the deal, not have to pay any commission to their past manager. This is an equitable term in the contract. Now, certainly an influencer can negotiate parts of this, maybe shortening the amount of time they have to pay any commission to their old agent, or perhaps kind of narrowing the percentage of commission over time, meaning maybe every quarter you could, if it starts at 20, then 15 in the second quarter, 10 in the third, 5 in the last. And then the responsibilities of the parties are going to be laid out as well. What will the influencer have to do? How fast will they have to respond? And in which way will they have to communicate? Will they have to, post content about their management company, or is it just the sponsors? who pays for travel, if there's some kind of just one-off, what the percentage of that's going to be for the agent. I mean, there's just a ton of things that have to be thought about in advance. The worst thing that can happen for an influencer is to get into a bad contract with a manager, get taken advantage of, and maybe even have their career stifled in some way by not being able to pursue the best opportunities. Last thing to think about, many influencers are surprised that most of these management contracts are exclusive, meaning even if a friend or another influencer or another agent brings a deal to an influencer, if they're in an exclusive management contract, they have to then take that deal back to their manager. The manager will then negotiate it and still get 20%. So even if someone brings you deals independent of your manager, it's very likely the manager is still going to get 20% of whatever deal that is. Is that fair or not? Well, that's just part of having a manager. So that's kind of the purpose of a management contract, just lays out all of the responsibilities for both parties. If you have any questions about an influencer management agreement, you can always call my law firm at the phone number listed below in the description, or you can reach us through our website, chellelaw.com. If you thought this video was helpful, like, subscribe to the channels. We release videos every single day. All right, appreciate you watching the video.